Welcome to the shit show where we talk about poop, constipation, infusions, life and death.
Right, but we're not going to talk about any of that on the vlog.
No, we're not.
So why are you saying that?
I don't know. Just so you know, it's 4:45.
Okay. Hi.
Welcome to the shit show. I'm your host, the new sick bitch on the block. This is recovering sick bitch, and together we make the Sick Squad. What? The Powerpuff Girls. So
Powerpuff Girl. Which one would you be? Bubbles. Never mind.
yeah. I don't know how that took you so long. Which one would you be? Okay.
Or Buttercup. I don't know.
So,
Not Bubbles.
alright guys, so today we are going...
We apologize for our voices. Both of us are recovering from being sick. I got a COVID test. My rapid COVID test was negative, and my long-term COVID test was also negative. But I will be masking most of the time in public unless I can distance away from people.
Ditto, I guess. Itchy. Today we are doing the CGCU, and if you don't know what the CGCU is, here's, I guess, the description. The CGCU is like a public access test for pets.
It's the third leg in the Canine Good Citizen program.
Right. So first you do like CGC, Canine Good Citizen, then you do Canine Good Citizen Advanced. Is that what that stands for?
Community Canine Good Citizen. Or Canine Community.
No, CGCA. What does that stand for?
It's advanced, but it's the community one.
Okay, and then you've got the CGCU, which is Urban Community Canine Good Citizen.
Urban meaning in stores and in public areas.
Which we had this discussion this morning, and I said to Brielle, I said, well, that's kind of dumb. Like, why are we setting this expectation that pets should be going into public?
And I said, we're doing it in a pet-friendly place.
Right.
So it's dogs that want to go into pet-friendly places in public.
And be well-behaved. So, like, it makes sense.
Or dogs that are, like, going to be living in an apartment and certain things will be expected of them.
Right.
Or, like, dogs that live in cities.
And we're not doing this because we want to, like, be, like to our apartment. We're not doing it for, like, obviously specific reason, like our apartment's making us or something like that. We're doing it because we like ribbons.
But I don't know if we'll be able to film the CGCU.
I don't think we're filming the CGCU, but we are prepping for it because there's a couple things that me and Brielle kind of like we're thinking about, and we're like, yeah.
The reason we might not be able to film it is because
we asked our evaluator previously. This is the same evaluator we had for the CGC and the CGCA.
And all of our trick dog time.
And all the trick dog, and she said that she would prefer us not. So
just because she wants us to focus on our dogs, number one, and number two, there's other people there, so it's not just us taking the test. There's a couple other dogs that are gonna.
So that'll be interesting.
So what we are filming is training. We're gonna do some training related to the CGCU. We are going to a mall that we actually went to for Sunshine's reflection exam. I don't know when that video is going to be out. I'm really sorry.
Because someone likes wood candles.
Yeah, so we're going to Yankee Candle. That's not the only reason we're going to this mall.
I think it's mostly because of that.
We're going here to do this. To do some training for that. And
there's a couple specific aspects that we really just want to make sure Sunshine's down on. because yeah, like there's a couple dogs that were in that class for the CGC, and we don't know if they're coming tonight, but like they really struggled with it. And I guess Brielle and I are very much like, our dogs are gonna ace, like we have high expectations because they're service dogs, which makes sense. In the evaluator, like seriously was like, calm down, you two. She couldn't. We're both like freaking out. She's like, this is just the CGC. Calm down.
She kept telling me to trust my dog.
Yeah, she's very, very nice, and like
Right.
she like is really helpful. It's just a matter of like,
there's certain things where it's like right now I don't know if she'll, even if she reacts the way that she has for before, I don't know if that this evaluator will pass her for those things, because like things like the elevators make me really,
because I don't think I've included a clip of us riding in an elevator. What Sunshine does, which we'll include in this video, I guess that's kind of embarrassing, but it's fine, is Sunshine will walk into the elevator and she gets kind of nervous, and then as soon as the elevator starts moving, she is down, just lays straight down and starts shaking. And like it's hard because part of me is like, well, I don't want to like force her to be in the elevator and ride up and down and up and down, mostly because I haven't had like time with Brielle to do that, because I'm worried about me doing it myself. So yeah, that's fair. Now Arlo can lay on top of Sunshine. That is fair.
so I'm gonna be here today to help her, to make sure that
we're on the right
down.
track. Like if Sunshine's gonna lay down in the elevator, like that's fine with me. It's just a matter of like, she needs to do it safely, and she needs to not look like she's gonna piss her pants, you know that she's wearing pants. Anyways, so we're gonna go train. First, we have to go pick up some poop bags because I'm an idiot. So
we're gonna train for some of the CGCU stuff that she needs to work on. But then also at this mall is like this arcade, and it's a multi-story mall. So I think that we will be able to get some good training in. So.
yeah, we'll see you guys in a while. But then people can't see.
Right.
So I don't know what you want. This elevator not work.
It really doesn't feel like that button is doing anything. I think maybe we have to go back to that other one. Oh wait, here we go.
Slowest elevator.
Oh, there's a kid. There's a playground down there.
Yeah. Sunshine down.
Our little place.
Place.
Yay, Sunshine! Good job! Yes!
You want to go back up? Just have her go all the way down. Have her be all the way down, and then press the.
Good job. Sunshine! You are not leaving. Down.
Careful, her tail is like dangerously
I
close
know.
to
I
us.
see that. Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted to say hello to the camera? Alright guys, I got a little bit of time to talk to you. So, we went into the mall and we did some training around children. We sat in the little like play area and Sunshine did really good. There was this, I'd say she's probably anywhere between...
Oh my gosh, she was just like, she wasn't even like 1, I don't think. Maybe?
I'm gonna say she was anywhere between like 11 months and 13 months, 14 months. And she like would come up to Sunshine and then she'd back away, and then she'd come up to Sunshine and then she'd back away, and like she'd get upset when she backed away. So
she would like cry. She was like, I don't know how toddlers do this. They like cry and then they like immediately stop crying.
Right.
Like there's like no like. She just.
Yeah. So
like what? How do they do that?
And then we did some elevator training and Sunshine got the hang of it, which was really good.
She's a lot better. I don't think that she's like PAT elevator ready.
No, that's not what I was saying.
But I think she did CGCU elevator ready.
Hopefully.
That's not good. There you go.
It's plastic still, but anyways. So we did that. I think Sunshine is kind of just getting tired.
I think that she's having like she hasn't been out in a couple days. I feel like we maybe could have planned better.
Yeah, for sure. But it is not good. She didn't have an issue with it last time, but she did not like the glass railings. It's like glass, so she really didn't like that. So I worked on it with her for a little bit, but I think it's something that Brielle's gonna have to help me with. Because she just was not getting the idea. Like, she was looking over it and she was fine, but as soon as we wanted to walk past it, she just did not like it. So
she was doing that while I went into this little like gourmet dog treats bakery that had, and obviously the mall is not pet friendly, but you know, it's a cute little store, and they're like, everything in there is handmade by local artists, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
And this girl runs it with her mom, and they now they started at like craft fairs, and now they have like 2 locations, which is insane. They started when
she was 10.
Right.
Like, I wonder if she was on Shark Tank. There would be a sign.
Right.
She was on Shark Tank, right? I'll have to look at it.
They didn't make their own product, did they? That was like different than everybody else's?
Probably not. But all the bakery stuff is her recipes.
Right.
And it's only like 4 or 5 ingredients for each thing.
So, yeah, that, and then they had mentioned something like, Brielle had mentioned, Michaela makes bandanas, and she's like, oh, I don't have any over the, like, tie-on bandanas that I sell, so, like, if you're interested, like, look us up on Facebook and message me, and I'm like, okay. So... That would
be super cool. Or like even placemats, I bet people would buy.
Right. So that was fun. So yeah, we are on our way to the CGCU now. It's just like half an hour from where we just were. We did stop in Yankee Candle because that is, of course, Brielle's heaven on earth.
One of my favorite stores, yeah.
And I just wanted to talk to you guys about something. So right here, I'm going to show you this shelf. And I got really, like, close to it. I was just really nervous. I just wanted to talk about it for a minute, because I just wanted to, like, make a point, I guess. Like, some stores don't necessarily think about, like, accessibility, and there's not a huge walkway in between that shelving and then the next table. And with the dogs going in there, it's one thing to try to, like, get them away from, like, the candles and stuff. It's a completely different thing that, like, you have to avoid the displays, too. So.
Right. Like, basically, in order for me to get around in that store, especially with my EDS, where it's like, I am going to trip and fall at any minute, I have to basically walk the dog, like I have to walk Arlo and I back to the front of the store from like the back, and then all the way back to the other side if I want to, which, you know what, I shouldn't complain about, because it's like a teeny store, but like it's so easy for stuff to fall. And you know what, like Bath and Body Works and stuff, they do it too. Who else does it?
Most retail stores.
Most candle stores. I feel like a lot of those places do.
And I almost dropped a candle, so that was interesting. Oh, see, that's the tunnel we went down to get to the doctors. Now we're by the doctors.
So I just feel like there's a lot of different, things to think about in terms of accessibility in these little teeny mall stores. And I understand they need to have these displays, okay, but maybe
Sturdier equipment, or like, I don't know, there has to be a way for them to be safer, you know, because like even just like picking up one of the candles from one of these displays, like the whole thing like moves a little bit. Like if we took Toby into a Yankee Candle,
oh my god,
his tail just goes.
We used to take him into Bath and Body Works, and I would get so anxious.
Right.
I didn't say anything because it's one of Michaela's favorite stores. She likes Bath and Body Works. She likes to buy all the hand sanitizer. But it's just like everything is so packed. So not only is this stuff really like teetery.
Okay, sorry.
So anyway, basically they're really nice. The people who went in, people that were in there, one of them recognized us from being here literally last week. Yikes.
Are they building another bridge?
But I got 3.
Oh, now we're over by Mayfair. So, just in case you needed to know.
I got 3 of the.
It's actually right there.
I got 3 of the little, not petites, the like small hourglass candles, and then 1 petite that was on clearance. And then I turned in. So they have this program called TerraCycle at Yankee Candle, which as far as I know, most of their candle companies don't do, where you can give them your empty, cleaned out candle jars. So obviously you have to clean them out, so that's like a little bit of labor.
They would prefer if you clean them out.
Right, so you give them to them and they give you 20% off another, like a product that you buy. And it allows them to like recycle those canisters, and they actually make them into new candle canisters. So we are going to the CGCU now, which is at Cabela's.
We like our Cabela's.
I love Cabela's. Honestly, well, here's the thing. I should be really careful when I say that, because some of the only videos I have of Cabela's are ones where the one where Toby and Arlo almost got attacked, and then
I almost passed out.
Yeah, but what was the other Cabela's video that we did? Service dogs go back to the place they were attacked or something. So it's like
Christmas.
Like they're not great videos, if we're being honest with ourselves. Like they're not happy videos. So I go to Cabela's a lot with training with other clients, and I've always had like a good time. So yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily like it's just.
I wonder, you have your fanny pack with the clear pouch, right?
I really don't want to film without her permission.
We might film like when we get there and wait for people, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, because I don't want to film other people's dogs or other people without asking them, because I can understand I wouldn't want my dog when I'm performing something like a test like that. If somebody's recording me, I would definitely want to know.
No, right. I meant for like the beginning, but like yeah. You want to finish?
Sure. So if you're wondering how we got sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm trying to think, what else did we do?
This is truck parking, by the way.
Well, I'm just driving in.
They got a little lake.
Wow.
It's really dark, so the viewers can't see anything. Oh, there's a state patrol. Hello. Goodbye. They're like, can I take a nap? It's huge. I wonder if they have the kennels, like, at the other store. I feel like they wouldn't because the store is so big. It's so fucking big.
I know.
Dog kennel, horse corral.
People bring their fucking horses.
Damn, really?
Wow.
No, I smell anal gland. Handicap right there. Or can you not go in this way?
You can.
It's Edelman again. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna end the vlog, around here. We did the CGCU, and we had some issues in regards to some of Sunshine's behavior, which is kind of warranted because we've been sick, and we haven't done any training because, like, we've been sick. And we did today, but, me and Sunshine really struggle without tools and without that form of communication that we're so used to. So we didn't do as well as I wanted to, and I'm having an anxiety attack, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the vlog, anymore tonight. I'm trying to finish the vlog during the anxiety attack, because, like, what else should I do? You know, she pulled a lot, and, like, that's normal for her on flat buckle without treats and tools. Like, that's normal for her because she's a puppy. I just feel tired, you know. I don't know. I guess I'll try to end the vlog either tonight or tomorrow. I guess I just wanted to fill you guys in. Yeah.
It's dark.
Uh-huh. Your point?
I was just saying. It's dark.
Hi, welcome to spooky time.
You want to drive for
Estas.
What do you think? I'm ugly.
Okay, guys, it's a week later, and we just wanted to sit down and talk kind of about what happened and how we're moving forward. We tried to film this,
You filmed it once, and then
I tried to film this on the way home, or I filmed one, and then I tried to film it on the way home. Here's some snippets. We'll do like a speed through of us just talking a mile a minute forever. We just repeated the same thing over and over again. So we're just gonna sit down and talk about it now. So Sunshine failed her CGCU because she was pulling. That was the main reason that she failed. And there's a couple reasons to it. The evaluator claimed that it was due to Gabby and Arlo being around, which we've kind of null and void.
Because we've had her do basically what was asked without me and Arlo there.
Right.
And it's as good as when we are there. So.
Okay. My brain did not comprehend. But it's fine. My brain is lacking oxygen.
So basically, she claimed that basically Sunshine was pulling towards me and Arlo, or she was claiming that she was pulling towards Arlo. Now, the thing is I would agree with her, but when I've been out training with them, without Arlo, she behaves the same as when Arlo's there.
Right.
So
there's not really a difference. And we went out the next day, and she was fine.
She doesn't necessarily, like, pull towards Arlo. I think there are some times where she gets nervous when she can't see me, and we've
been working on that since the test.
We addressed the fact that basically one of the big things that's been going on is the evaluator, like, said this too, is that I want them to succeed so bad that sometimes I will, like,
cover for Michaela. Like, if Michaela doesn't want to train for dinner one night, I'll do it. Or if Michaela, you know, is doing something, I'll feed Sunshine her supplements, or I'll take her outside. Or there was a couple days where I watched her, and a lot of Sunshine's like beginning of her staying with Michaela was actually, you know, Michaela was like working, she had doctor's appointments, so her family was watching Sunshine a lot. And I think that maybe like kind of a culmination of those things has led to Sunshine not having, like, Michaela definitely has a bond with Sunshine, but maybe Sunshine doesn't have like that reciprocal connection as close as we need.
And I think that's really improved in the last week.
Right, in the last week that's definitely gotten a lot better.
To the point where she ignored you earlier, right? Was that today or yesterday?
She didn't jump on me. She didn't ignore me, but she didn't jump on me, which was good. So I would say that it's getting a lot better. Basically, I'm not training her for dinner anymore. Michaela has to train her for breakfast and dinner.
Which is the way it should have been. I've been so busy, so I just had to like really buckle down and just realize like we got to do this. So.
And the exercise too.
And the exercise too. We've been doing a pretty good job. We missed, I think, one day this week,
which I think was
Saturday. Yesterday,
yeah. So I think a big part of it.
No, we went on a walk yesterday. We went to the dog park.
No, we didn't.
What day was that?
The day before. It was Friday. So
Marilyn's for the win.
So I feel like the two big things was that I was doing a lot of things for her, and or Sunshine, like the way that she was getting her stimulation was through Arlo or sometimes me playing with her. And the second thing is that she wasn't getting enough exercise or stimulation. And I really think that basically the main things that are going to solve both of those issues is training for both meals, Michaela training for both meals, and maybe even doing a session in the middle of the day, which we've been talking about. And also doing more exercise, going on more walks and
But this
things
week
like
we've
that.
been doing good, right?
Yeah, so we've been doing a lot better. In terms
Obviously,
of that.
the logging component also needs to come, but we're getting there.
And that's more related to requirements for like the public access test and mobility test later, aside from like stuff for the CGCU. Because obviously the CGCU doesn't require that. The thing that it requires though is, you know, Sunshine needs to be a lot more focused on Michaela instead of the things that are going on in the outside world. I think a big component of why she didn't pass is actually because there were other dogs there. There was a lot of other dogs there. You know, it wasn't just like 3 of us. It was like, I think there was like 10 of us there.
And these are all dogs that she had been around in...
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them. In, for the CGC and CGCA.
And the TKN.
And the TKN. But, well, no one was there by the time we did
I guess for Trick Dog, everybody left, but...
Nobody did Trick Dog, just us weirdos.
No, the Golden did.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Weird.
These are all dogs she was around for the CGC.
I just think it was different in public, because I think we kept her car harness on with her service dog patches. So, like, I felt like maybe she was like, oh, other dogs are in public places? We're on a walk?
Like, because basically sometimes she'd wear her car harness during a walk. So
I think next time, first of all, she needs to wear her vest or not wear anything. Preferably the vest.
I would say the vest is probably more important. And then second of all,
we've been working around, we did some training around other dogs the other day, and I think we're going to do it again before.
Right, we need to do it.
We reschedule.
We need to do it at least like 2 or 3 more times before I think she's ready for the CGCU, because her behavior around other dogs hasn't changed yet. She's not like aggressive. That's not a problem.
She just wants everybody to be her friend, kind of like Toby.
I would say it is like reactivity to the point where it's like she'll see another dog and she'll get excited. And, you know, Toby dealt with that, you know, like a lot of dogs deal with that. So I think it's just getting her through the period where she values other dogs because they are her form of stimulation. She needs to see Michaela as that. She needs to see Michaela as that part of her world. And it's difficult. I would say this is a really difficult. The day of was really hard.
I had an anxiety attack, and I don't think it was because, like, yeah, part of it was because, yeah, she failed. But it was the behavior. It was the pulling, because the pulling was to the point where she was, like, on her hind legs.
Right.
And
she was like doing the.
I have high expectations for her because she's a service dog. So the fact that she did all that, I sat in the parking lot and bawled my eyes out. And it was just really bad. So, yeah, that was fun.
And the thing is you can decide if you want to include this or not. But the evaluator, the way that she kind of talked to us about the situation was a little strange. I'm glad that she came and offered her advice, because and I'll tell you that every single trainer that offers me advice, I'll take it. Every single one. Because all of it's usable. Whether or not it's something that I will directly, like, do is another story. I will listen to it and I will use it to make decisions, you know, whether that's like, I don't like that idea, so I'm not going to do that, you know, whatever. It's still valuable to have that extra information. So I'm glad that she gave us the advice. However, the advice that she gave us was basically, do you want me to talk about this or not really?
Yeah, maybe you can edit it out, but...
No, you're editing this video.
Basically, the evaluator just kind of said some things that we didn't necessarily agree with. Like putting Sunshine in classes, and yeah, some service dog handlers
she wanted her to be in classes that this evaluator taught.
So it felt like she was kind of trying to sell us on something, which was kind of frustrating, because I value people who aren't trying to, like, sell themselves.
The first thing, so basically she said that she needs to be in structured classes, because once she's in structured classes,
all the stimulation
will go away if she's in a class once a week.
Which is, I don't think that's true.
That's not going to happen, because the classes are an hour, okay?
Once a week.
An hour once a week is going to get out all of her energy, is basically what this evaluator said. And I'm like, no. Right now she does like 3 to 4 hour, 5 hour training sessions once a week, and no way does that get out all the energy. And she's doing way more in those training sessions than she would in a class.
Right.
So, like, there's way more stimulation, way more exercise involved. So, you know... And you know, sometimes we do them twice a week and it's still not enough. So I would say that's just not accurate in terms of like what she was selling us on, like how she was selling it to us.
And then she had said that Brielle should no longer be my trainer, which we both...
And she said that not because she doesn't think that I'm like a qualified trainer.
It's because of the separation anxiety between Sunshine and Brielle, which is why
Sunshine and Arlo.
Oh, Sunshine and Arlo.
She said that Sunshine was dependent on Arlo to succeed.
Which is not true.
Which is not true. We've seen Sunshine perform completely fine without Arlo. In fact, the first bunch of her sessions, she didn't have him. He didn't come. And then, like, you know, he doesn't come for some other sessions. He doesn't, you know, we went to Walmart the other day and we did a little bit of training and Arlo wasn't there. You know, so that's not the case. I think that because she's literally only seen us twice. So I can see how she might misread the situation. The thing that actually happened, that I think actually happened in my opinion, is Sunshine, valued the other dogs and their attention and stimulation that they were giving her over Michaela.
Also, keep in mind, CGCU is, so the Urban Canine Good Citizen, is no tools, no prong, no e-collar, nothing that Sunshine...
No treats.
No treats. So Sunshine's not used to that. And, like, yeah, the CGC, it's easy to get your dog to sit or to down, recall, sit outside the door. But when you're in a public space... I mean, that's a whole...
Other dogs, it's a lot.
And it would be one thing if it was like, oh, my pet has never used tools. So it doesn't really matter because we're out and about, you know, like I don't need tools for my pet. But we have service dogs. And like, yeah, we're not going to break the AKC and like, we're not going to use tools on it. It's just, it's a lot more difficult. And it, if they had offered this like maybe like later next year, like, maybe I would have waited, but they'd only do it once in a while, so.
Right, this kennel club. So there's other options for evaluators. We could go somewhere else. However,
this isn't a bad evaluator.
Right.
Just there was a couple bad
We're not saying
things.
that she was a bad evaluator. That's not the case at all.
She just misread some of the situation.
She misread some of the situation. She thought that basically, as a trainer, I shouldn't have my dog with me.
And we explained that Arlo is a service dog and she can't be there without him.
Second of all, not only is he a service dog, he's a very good distraction. Why would you not use all the tools at your disposal? I don't understand. Like, we just the other day, you know, did a thing where basically we went on a walk and Michaela was sitting, you know, on like by like basically on the ground in a park, and I walked past her with Arlo a bunch of times, you know, like it's a distraction for the dog. So it's a good thing to have, you know, that other dog there, especially to like model the behavior that you want. You know, Sunshine's learned a lot from Arlo. So, but I don't think in any way is she dependent on him. You know, I've been pretty careful about how I do that. And if she's asked to perform without him all the time, and she does.
I think part of it is like maybe I need more practice without tools. It really makes me nervous because
she's so young. She's not, and to me, Arlo, when he graduated, he was off tools at that point. And like, we don't need them to work, okay? But they make it a lot easier for us to communicate.
There's no way to communicate with your dog on a flat buckle.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Okay.
There's vocals.
It's very hard to communicate with your puppy on a flat buckle.
Right. Because when she pulls, there's no way to necessarily physically correct her. Because if you pull back on the leash, or if she's pulling, she is choking herself.
And that's literally what she did the entire night.
And it reinforces it, actually, to pull on a flat buckle, because when you pull, there's that sensation of being pulled backwards. So she's like, oh, but I don't want to go that way. So she pulls harder forward, and it's an endless cycle. So basically, it was really difficult to, you know, for her to do that. And I think that the next time she goes and she takes the test, basically there's the only other dog that's going to be there is this trainer's dog.
The evaluator's dog.
This evaluator's dog. So
that kind of takes care of a good chunk of the distractions.
And technically, there's supposed to be at least 3 dogs. So I don't
Per
know.
the AKC? Oh, wow.
So I don't know.
And she told you not to come.
Right, she told me not to go, which I whatever, I guess. Like, I just felt like that was a little
rude.
That was a little mean. Because it's like, I get she doesn't want me to distract Sunshine.
You could be in a totally different section of the store, though.
Right, but at the same time, like, if one of the dogs you were training was going to pass the test, you'd want to be there. She does all the tests for all of her students, so to me, it seems a little weird. And when she recommended structured classes, she only recommended the ones that she teaches.
So rally and obedience.
Right. She didn't...
Which is not something I'm interested in doing with Sunshine at this time, but it's something you're interested in doing with Arlo.
Not obedience, rally. And not doing it through a class, because there's no reason for him to take a class. He knows all the commands.
I just meant that you want to go do rally.
Yeah, so... you know, the things that she had suggested were those, and then like she didn't suggest any other classes, and I thought that was really strange. And then she passed a couple dogs that
did almost the same thing that Sunshine did.
If I personally were the evaluator, I wouldn't have passed them. And I don't mean to say that like to throw shade or whatever, but one of them was very, very actively one of her friends. They have a dog from the same litter. They're like best friends. They hang out all the time. And
did that dog do worse than Sunshine though?
I don't know, because I wasn't watching that dog the whole time. But, you know, it was also pulling on the hind leg sort of thing. So, yeah.
It's a little bit of bias.
Right. It was a little bit, which I know the AKC is going to be like, whatever. Like, who cares?
Well, technically in the evaluator's handbook, it says you can't have conflict of interest. You can't test dogs that, like, I think it says something about, like, you can't test dogs that were part of, like your dog's litter or, like, your friends. You can't test for your friends and things like that, so.
Yeah. So.
Not that we're harping on her, but.
Right. So, and the thing is she's a good evaluator. It's not like we're not going to use her, anymore. I think it's just.
We just have to make sure we're advocating for ourselves.
Right. In the future, I think, and the thing is I tried to explain to her that...
She also claimed that she has a service dog.
Right. So she said that she has a service dog, which, you know...
Or a service animal.
Right. She says service animal. She says that she has two, actually. She said that she had two that are service dogs, and that one of her service dogs had to take the CGCU, 6 times?
The CGC. 3 times.
It just doesn't, maybe if the dog's, 3 months old, maybe.
But she was having some issues with recalling Wisconsin state law in terms of
because
sporting dogs.
Right. There's certain things that in our state, and I'm not going to go into it too much because I don't want people to look up our exact county, but there's certain things in our state and county laws that actually prevent dogs that are labeled as weapons to be service dogs. So there's some things that prevent that, and certain hunting titles and hunting sports, and certain sports that use aggression or aggressive skills make your dog a weapon in our state and in some counties. So basically with those titles or with that kind of status, your dog cannot be a service dog legally here. So when she had suggested certain sports that she happens to teach to Michaela for Sunshine, I corrected her and I said, well, if she wants to be a service dog, she can't do this.
These sports would disqualify her.
These sports would disqualify her, or any titles in this
and it's
sport
not
would
something I'm
disqualify
interested
her.
in anyways.
Right. And Michaela voiced that, and she still kept pushing, saying that well, this is the way to get her energy out.
And Brielle kept trying to explain the laws, and she was being argumentative against the laws and saying well, I know better, and just it was kind of a mess. So,
but the thing is she doesn't claim to be a service dog trainer, and she also doesn't claim to. I don't know. It's just kind of strange that she would advocate for those specific classes, that those being the ones that she teaches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she wouldn't advocate for something necessarily easier, because some of the sports that she said were kind of next level sports. They cost a lot of money to do, and they're not cheap,
and she knows that we're college students, so it just didn't make sense. So. But we are going to try again in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for that.
And we're still going to be using her for our, the
TKs.
Last of our trick dog titles, because I still have 2 and you have...
You have 2.
I have 2 left.
I have 4.
So...
I don't know if I'm going to end up doing elite performer or whatever. I don't think we're good at telling stories, but... It just is me. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys later. Bye.